Going on, Jerome's. It's officially week 1 of the National Football League season. The Vikings taking on the Giants. Head coach Kevin O'Connell before the first day of practice this week. Talk about practice. On Wednesday, fed the local media jackals. Had some stuff and some things to talk about as a burp. So a run through of what Kevin O'Connell talked about. Talk about respect for the Giants and their defense and their front, a new defense coordinator, Shane Bowen, and also the addition of Brian Burns, who's going to be a problem, Kayvon Thibodeau. I mean, it's going to be a tough test for the Vikings tackles and Vikings offensive line writ large. Also, you spoke about his respect for Brian Daboll. Of course, they both, well, all three, O'Connell, Flores, and Daboll all have deep Patriots connections from back in the day. And Daboll, even though he's got to deal with Daniel Jones, they still have some weapons. They still certainly can be dangerous. This is going to be a big-time test for this Vikings defense as well. Injury updates. So Jordan Addison, who has an ankle injury, got sat on back at joint practices with the Browns. Kevin O'Connell says that Addison is in a good spot and ideally will be good to go for week 1, which will be good. And having Jefferson and Addison together and Addison close to 100% as possible, I think certainly will be good, especially since Kevin O'Connell adds that Jalen Speedy Naylor, who was working off to the side at practice on Monday, is also dealing with the ankle injury. We'll see about the severity when injury reports come out, but come on. And it really sucks and you feel bad for Jalen Naylor because obviously he doesn't want to be injured, but 3 straight seasons injuries have been a factor, and I don't know. The best ability is availability, and stuff, man. Stuff. Super talented dude, but Blake Cashman's pinky is also good to go. Basically, Cashman got his pinky caught in a face mask, but had a small procedure. Kevin O'Connell says that he could be wearing a device. Probably not going to be the full club, but I don't know, like a little brace, but shouldn't impact him on the field. Also, stressed about making adjustments in game, both offensively and defensively. Of course, a little bit of coach speak there, but that has been the knock on Kevin O'Connell, where great game planning, but in terms of adjustments to what the defense is doing and adjusting to the defense's adjustments, right? The whole cliche about halftime adjustments, I mean, it is a thing in the eyes of us fans, and it is a thing in the game. But in terms of keeping the foot on the gas once you have a lead, in terms of being able to be consistent in terms of end of quarters, end of halves as well, I think that's going to be important. Plus, talk about how quarterback Sam Darnold, confident, does have high expectations. Like, this isn't a, hey, just go out there and don't make mistakes. I mean, Sam Darnold, like, he's going to go out there and sling it and ideally revive his career. Boom, boom. I think he certainly could do that. And it starts week 1. Plus, you're returning to, I feel like this hasn't been played up enough. Like, he's returning to the stadium that used to be his home field. Obviously a different team, but it's funny, man. Justin friggin' Jefferson talking about the leadership of this team. Now, Judd was really trying to poke and prod Kevin O'Connell to say something bad about other receivers because, CeeDee Lamb sort of held out and got paid. Also, Jamar Chase is looking to get paid. He returned to practice today after a lengthy holdout through training camp, but Kevin O'Connell didn't take the bait. And JJ, not only did he get his contract done with as little drama as possible, but he does set the standard in that receiver room, and he obviously sets it on the field. Justin Jefferson was talking on the Kay Adams show today about his relationship with Kevin O'Connell, and you can tell it's really tight. So hopefully that relationship will provide silverware and Jerome Barty's over the next couple of years, as Jefferson is obviously the linchpin of this offense as well. And the guy that Jefferson is going to be going up against frequently on Sunday is Giants cornerback Deonte Banks. And they talked about how they did a ton of homework on Banks in the draft process at the combine as well as a 30 visit. Deonte Banks, pride of Mississippi State, he's a stud. But it's all right. He's feisty. He's competitive. He's an alpha. He wants all that smoke. He wants JJ, wide receiver 1, cornerback 1. Bring it. Bring it on, man. Also, you can tell, there's a shift in body language when Kevin O'Connell talks about JJ McCarthy. It's like he's talking about his own son and the cats and the cradle and the silvers. I don't know. But, JJ McCarthy. So a lot of people have written off McCarthy. It's like, oh, he's on injured reserve. It's going to be a lost season. No. And as we said, everything all the benefits that McCarthy was going to get as a rookie, he will still get. just aside from practice reps and potentially playing. But Kevin O'Connell wants him involved on the sidelines once he's off the scooter. We need a picture of McCarthy on the scooter because that thing sounds awesome. That thing sounds fantastic, man. But he wants McCarthy involved on the sidelines and practices, in meetings, both team and position meetings. He wants him to show leadership. And basically, Kevin O'Connell said, like, there is still a ton that McCarthy can learn. Don't waste one moment where there could be growth. And they're going to make the best of the situation. They're going to make lemonade out of these lemons. And O'Connell also said that he plans to meet with McCarthy once a week. So McCarthy's still the guy. And you know that McCarthy, he's not going to make excuses. He's not going to cry in the breast milk. He's not going to be, oh, woe is me. No, he's going to get after things. He's going to kill the rehab. And also he's going to learn as much as possible and grow and show as a rookie. It's going to be great. And also talk about personnel flexibility in terms of running 2 tight ends, 11 personnel, and how that can be a competitive advantage where defenses have to prepare for that, just like it's when they're facing offenses that use multiple personnel. It is a bit taxing for Flores and the defense in preparation. So I think the Vikings under Kevin O'Connell have been like the rest of the league, mainly 11 personnel, but especially when Hockenson gets back, using tight ends, especially rededication to the run game. So I think you could see a lot more 2 running back sets. So a lot more 21 personnel, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, or 12 personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight ends. So the Vikings personnel wise could be a little bit heavier. Plus also keeping a guy like Trent Sherfield on the roster where his forte is run blocking certainly could open things up. Also N'Keal Harry in the sphere. I love it, man. It's pretty fantastic. But the whole chess game nerdiness of cat and mouse of matchups and stuff, we're back, baby. We are 100% back. But your thoughts are thoughts. Kevin O'Connell presser ahead of first practice on Wednesday for Giants week. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, his thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best you know what to do. Skull production value.